Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to talk about how Stephen Amell calls out the DC Studios mixed messaging about the Arrowverse. So let's get into the mix. Arrow star Stephen Amell, who played Oliver Queen aka the Green Arrow on the CW, calls out DC Studios for giving mixed messages about the Arrowverse. As DC Studios prepare to move in a new creative direction, studio co-leads James Gunn and Peter Safran have voiced plans for a new connected continuity, but as for one franchise is rising, one ended. As the CW's Arrowverse recently came to a close, however, the Arrowverse having ended with the Flash series finale, the star that got the franchise started in 2012 is not thrilled with DC Studios. During a recent stream of Whatnot, Stephen Amell, who portrayed the Green Arrow for nearly a decade, spoke about the mixed messages he feels DC Studios is putting out. While he wishes nothing but the best for DC Studios, Amell shared the following. I don't know, man. I don't know. These guys, the DCEU, they needed to decide if they think that they're better than television or if they want to participate, because I get mixed messages, which to me just signals that I don't know. You guys do your own thing, we did our thing. First of all, I wish everyone nothing but the best. I want nothing more than amazing movies, but right now, they need us more than we need them. So, will the Arrowverse continue via DC Studios? So, through the future of Superman and Lois is unclear. The show is no longer technically part of the Arrowverse, meaning a long-running franchise ended with the Flash finale. Now, Superman and Lois has always been confusing because it wants, like, it could easily tie into the Arrowverse because it says on another Earth, but it doesn't want to be part of the Arrowverse, but yet it kind of brings in, like, you could be part of the Arrowverse, so it's kind of confusing whether or not it's, like, truly part of the Arrowverse. Now, it'd be cool if that Superman and Lois is part of the Arrowverse and it's just obviously on a different Earth, because I can easily say that Superman and Lois was the best thing since the Flash started, like the first few seasons of the Flash, not the Arrow. But that's just me. So anyways, depending on the story, Gunn and DC Studios could easily revive the Arrowverse for a limited run, with Max still being one of Warner Bros. Discovery remains destinations for DC properties. Any of the Arrowverse characters could come back, whether it is as a team-up show or a series focused on one of the main players. There is also the multiverse aspect where the Arrowverse heroes could cross over into the DC universe. Given how popular the Arrowverse has been for over a decade, it wouldn't be a shock if the franchise came back in one form or another. Even if Gunn was never involved with the CW shows, he and the rest of the DC studios are aware how popular the Arrowverse is, which hopefully leaves the door open for them to revisit the characters. But for now, time will tell if the Arrowverse gets to come back in any capacity. If the Arrowverse does come back, then I think they should capitalize on the Justice League. They already formed the Justice League in the Crisis crossover, and in the final season of Flash, they did reference the Watchtower. So, actually having the Justice League, an Arrowverse Justice League, either it's a limited series or a movie, could be the best thing for DC Comics. Or, potentially, like, I say could, because, the Snyderverse, like, the theater cut of the era cut, I want to say, of the Justice League movie, didn't boast well. The Snyderverse Justice League movie, everybody liked this, or as they call it, the Snyder Cut. They really liked. If you want to do like have it be somewhat clear that this Arrowverse, like if you're going to put in a movie, if the Justice League for the Arrowverse is different than the Snyderverse or the Snyder Cut version of the Justice League, one, people are not dumb; they already know by the hero roster. Two, just put Arrowverse. Make sure you put Arrowverse in the title, like Arrowverse Justice League. Who knows? Like I said, maybe an Arrowverse Justice League could easily be the best thing that DC has put out, right? And people like me will eat that shit up, because I was hoping we would get the Justice League in the last season of The Flash, which I've heard rumors that if we had a season 10 of The Flash, we would have had the Justice League. But it would still have been great to see the Justice League in season 9, because I feel like that was a wasted opportunity. Hey, let's dangle some keys in your eyes about we're going to form the Justice League, but not actually do that. Maybe the Justice League could be like fighting Darkseid or Brainiac. And it takes the Justice League with some of their like side characters or sidekicks to essentially defeat Brainiac or Darkseid. They're big bad. Maybe the sidekicks can fight the like the army, like be that distraction a little bit, you know. While the Justice League takes on the big bad of this miniseries or the movie. You guys get my drift. So, and I don't know why I said that, so don't quote me. But yeah, I think to just like I think the Justice League could be it's like the best if they were going to bring back the Arrowverse. I think bringing the Justice League is the best plan. Like, actually let us see how the Arrowverse Justice League work together, since they're now a thing. So, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. Talk to your fellow mutants later.